So it's the last time I saw you. I can trim that part. Okay. Um, okay. Alright, so the last time that we spoke and saw each other, you were expressing some concerns about a party that you had coming up. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, high school reunion.
How's the reunion?
10-year.
Okay, 10 years. That's a big one. So a lot of people probably be coming together. People you haven't seen in a long time. What
Yep.
about that? What about that stresses you?
Just the fact that, back in the day, that's kind of where my habits originated with those people that I know will be there, and who knows what they're doing with their lives right now, because I don't really talk to anybody anymore. So, that's a trigger. It could, be temptatious, whatever the word is,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So I want to do, the point of this whole exercise is I want you to be aware of those uncomfortable feelings, those uncomfortable emotions, and it helps that we can get it out now. We can do these techniques now and get you better aware of how you're feeling in that moment, so that way when you're out at the party or out wherever you go and you are faced with that real intense trigger emotion, that we can practice on different ways to you can get a script in your head almost. Not like you're going to say it word for word, but at least you know that if that trigger pops up, you can say, oh, I've faced this before, and I can do this again. So a technique that I would like to do right now is called the empty chair. And I want you to think of someone that you could see at your reunion that you may have some unfinished business with. Someone that you haven't seen in a long time, and when you see them, words are going to be exchanged, whether that be negatively or positively, but you just know that you have unfinished business with this person, and let's say they offer you a drink. I want you to pretend like you are, looking at that chair, and they are sitting right there in front of you. Tell me ways that you could turn them down with, that would make you feel comfortable. So they're,
Just be honest. I would say.
Well,
I don't want to
just
drink
talk
and
to
drive.
them.
I don't drink and drive, because I would drive there. So I would be like, no thanks. I don't drink and drive.
Okay. That's good.
That's pretty much a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is true. I mean, I have done it before, which I'm not proud of, but
yeah.
It's a good reason to not drink.
Absolutely. Yeah. And now let's say I want you to act like that person. The person that you think of a specific person, the person that you were just talking about. And what could they say to you that maybe could spark a trigger for you, or
like what happened to you? You remember, what we used to do and stuff like that. Like
maybe like bringing up fun times or
making me feel like a square.
Okay.
Because I don't drink anymore.
Yeah.
But that, I'm a grown ass man. Like I need to not let peer pressure get to me.
Yeah.
So it's been, rocky, but it's getting better by the day. Just gotta keep busy.
Yeah. Absolutely, and that's good that you're aware of those situations, because they're gonna happen. They can happen anywhere. Sometimes you might just be driving around a corner and there is someone you recognize, or a certain store, it could pop up. So it's just better that we can get ahead of those feelings, And so now let's think of another person, and let's say that someone offers you a more intense drug that you used to do in the past. What kind of line could they say that would be a trigger for you?
You know, maybe for old time's sake. You know what I mean? When do we ever see each other? You know, when will we ever see each other again? That would that would tempt me because I haven't seen him in 10 plus years. Probably won't see him for another 10 years. So why not do it tonight, just once?
Yeah. And what would they be talking about doing?
Like Percocets.
Okay.
Oxycontins.
Yeah.
Smoking weed.
Would you say that the fear of a relapse trigger of Percocets, was that a worry for you?
Not really, because I've had a really bad experience with it in the past, which kind of solved itself.
Okay, tell me about that experience.
Well, I was with said people that we were just talking about, and we were partying very hard. And I took, some Xanax and Oxycontins, and I was drinking liquor and beer carelessly, and I ended up overdosing. And because the benzos and the painkillers don't mix, I didn't know nor care at that point. And they brought me back, and ever since that, I barely want to take Tylenol. It's just, I guess that it just rewired my brain to where that scared the hell out of me. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to mess with that. So that pretty much was the dawn of a substitution. So
alcohol substitution?
Yeah, I didn't want to. I still wanted to feel a chemical release, but I didn't want to feel that anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just took it from one road to the other, which is not good. But here we are.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad you're still here, and you're here to put in the fight, and you clearly want this because you are in this office right now. So I want to redo that exercise, but let's do it as addicted you. And let's say that this person comes up and says, let's have a drink.
So you're saying if I would drink?
Yeah, if you were still...
I would say, yeah, let's do this. Something like that.
Yeah. Like, where would that engagement with that person lead you for the rest of the night?
Not good places. I would probably end up getting in my truck and driving, which would be stupid, because that's something I would have done. Because I don't care. I didn't really care. And, I just have... The whole reason why I want to stop is because I have a lot to lose. Back then I didn't. And in the midst of obtaining all that I have now, that habit was formed.
Okay.
So...
Yeah, so what you have now really means a lot to you. And
it means more to me than drinking does.
Okay.
So back then I didn't have a house, I didn't have kids or a car. I had a car, but it was a piece of crap. But I just wasn't care. I didn't care. I was just living my life the way I wanted to at that point, which wasn't, I didn't make great decisions, but it got me, it got me here. So
yeah,
I just gotta find something better to ease my anxiety. I don't even like taking anxiety medication. I just don't. It's weird phobia of mine of taking prescriptions after that happened to me. So I just try to drown it out.
Yeah. So you say that just to make sure I have this right, the things that you have in your life, whether that be, kids, house, new truck, all those are priority for you. And that could be, and would you say that that's something that you could also think of when there's a trigger happening?
That would very, very much be helpful.
That's a big motivator for you?
I use that. Honestly, I do. I use that specific reason. Like, I still, drink a little bit, but, like I said, I'm weaning my way out. Drinking less and less as time goes on, and trying to reteach myself what it's supposed to be. You don't drink to get drunk. You don't drink, it's more like a social thing. It's what it's supposed to be. Or with eating or something like that. I just drink to get drunk, to not feel.
Yeah.
But everybody knows that's bull crap. It just makes you feel more intensely.
Yeah.
In the heat of the moment, you don't care. But once it starts winding down, or you get something sad in your head, or you're super stressed and you start thinking about that, it takes you down a different avenue. And it's just not worth it to me anymore.
Yeah. Would you say when you go down that different avenue as you've spoken about, is that part of the reason why you're seeking recovery, or what would you say is bringing you here today?
I feel like it's putting a damper on my relationships.
Okay.
With everyone. Like, it's not just with my wife, even my kids and my mom and everyone, pretty much.
So it's affecting everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's affecting me, which in turn is affecting them.
Okay.
Because
they really love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, it's affecting them more than me, because I'm doing it to myself, so I know what I'm getting into. They don't like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and what kind of feelings or actions that you take? What do you feel like? Give me some specific feelings or actions that you do that you feel like that sabotages your recovery.
like, makes me want to drink.
Yeah, or like things that put you on a rocky road. Work does.
Work is number fucking one. Sorry, excuse me. But work is number one. And then, stress at home. You know what I mean? Shit breaking left and right. You gotta fix this, fix that. Keep the yard up to snuff. Dog, you know what I mean? It's a lot.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their problems, you know what I mean? But I just chose a bad way to deal with mine.
Yeah.
So, I guess it's changed my demeanor.
Okay. Okay, so on that note, we're running out of time. Let's pick back up where we left off, and I want you to, when I see you on Monday, I want you to think about, when you go to work, think about some tools that maybe you feel like would help you throughout the day, and what we can do to help you. You don't think about it now, as you're going throughout your day, just maybe try to pay attention on your thoughts and your feelings, and we can navigate it and help you get through the day at work without maybe needing or wanting to drink so much. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.